Hello, I'm here with Seth Rogovoy in his apartment. Don't get any ideas. Hi, Seth.
Hey, Petria. How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Great.
Good. So, Seth, tell these people who are watching who you are.
Okay, so I am a magazine editor and a writer. In fact, I just wrote this book on Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, Prophet.
Groovy. That's a groovy cover, Seth. May I see the cover photo, which I did see, I think, before it was published?
You mean like the author photo?
Yes, your photo. And I see you're wearing one of your hats.
That's right.
Which is why we're here today. That's a great photo. Portrait, really. So tell me about the hats.
Okay. Well, I guess about 10 years ago or so, I discovered a hat very much like the one I'm wearing now, and put it on, and it just seemed like, wow, this is the hat that I was meant to wear with my face. And then I realized that looking back at photographs of my grandfather and my great-grandfather.
What were their names?
My grandfather was Ben, and my great-grandfather, who I never knew, but
yes.
He was my grandmother's father. I can't
It's okay. It happens to me all the time.
They wore hats like this all the time. So this goes back, obviously, to the early 20th century into the mid-20th century, and I think even my dad in the early to mid-1960s was probably wearing hats.
Yes.
So it just, it made so much sense on my head.
And you say 10 years ago. It just was a moment. Nothing specific, or was there something that precipitated it?
A friend had a fedora, much like the one I'm wearing now, and he called up and said, I have this hat, which I want to sell. And I said, well, I might be interested in it. So he came over, and I tried it on, and bought it from him, and that was like the beginning of, of hats other than baseball caps.
I'm so glad you're not wearing a baseball cap. And I see there are other hats up here.
So then over the years, I've collected here and there other hats. Like this is one of my favorites right now.
Nice.
Sort of the deconstructed pork pie hat. I actually, when I wear this in New York City, I get stopped on the street and people want to buy it. Right there
it's so New York.
It's amazing.
It's groovy, but it's very stylish. It's classic, but it has that leather going on, or it looks like leather.
This one here, this reminds me of something maybe my dad would have worn, like on a rainy day, going off to work. You probably would have put a hat on, something like this. It feels kind of tweedy in English.
Yes, English, Irish, definitely. Yeah. Writerly as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. That's always good. And then, here's the one in the author photo. Of course, now we're getting into mesh hats.
Whoa, that's cool.
Later on in the year, I'll be sporting this a little bit more than I am right now here in March.
Yes. May I see a profile? Nice band. Looks almost like piano keys.
Oh, cool. I never thought of that.
Okay. That's why I'm here.
Okay. And then there's one more of my favorites is, this is in the summertime especially, but like if I have to go somewhere kind of special or fancy, like to the opera or the dance, you may see me sporting this one.
That's nice. What is it? Oh, very nice. Is it straw?
I guess so. I mean,
I'm going to try to get it close up because okay. Yes. And each layer is stitched.
Right.
It looks like it anyway. Very fancy.
So I'm always on the lookout for more hats too.
Okay. I know, you've asked me, and it's hard to find the right hat that's vintage because they were much smaller.
Right. You really, obviously, you need to try them on. You can't just buy them on spec.
Yes. So I see one more.
There's actually a couple more. This one here. What a cute one.
That's fun. Now, is there a theme? What would you say? Is there a theme to these hats? They all have similar shapes.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go for caps, I guess. I don't think that they look good on me. I think the brims are, are key, as opposed to a Greek fisherman's cap or something.
Right.
So.
What is the shape? How would you said fedora earlier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of these are technically fedoras.
Okay.
As opposed to Homburgs or other ones.
So how often would you say you wear a hat?
Oh, pretty much every day.
Uh-huh.
I don't wear it all the time,
right.
like indoors, but
right.
when I go out, I have to have a hat on. I don't feel dressed, fully dressed without a hat. And that's really, become a habit. It also kind of, frankly, it fits in with my my ethnic and religious heritage where men always covered their heads.
And for those who don't know, what is that?
Oh, that would be Jewish.
Okay.
And although I don't know how much of that I'm doing for a religious reason or just because it feels right, but, it works either way.
Yes. Do you think your ancestors would be happy?
I think that they would probably think I look good and I fit in.
Thank you, Seth.
Thank you.
One more thing. I realized when you were just speaking that the idea of wearing a hat really is a vintage idea.
Oh, absolutely. It's really great. You look at the photo of opening day at the Mahawi Theater where you live, right downstairs, and they have this audience is wearing a fedora.